20 sounds of love you will hear during those steamy love sessions. The sounds of lovemaking can make for a good steamy session or sometimes spoil the mood. These can be sexy, weird, creepy to downright hilarious. But what is great is that you can totally guess your partner's mood based on how they sound during the act and react accordingly to make the experience even more pleasurable. For instance, the sound of men or women moaning during sex can be incredibly sexy to the ears and heightens the sensation during the act. So, are you ready to explore the variety of sensual oral experiences? Then, let's dive in. How would you describe the sounds of lovemaking? The sounds people make during sex, including moaning, grunting, goggling, panting, and more, are sex noises. There is no specific word or sound for sex. Different people make different kinds of sexual sounds during sex. Then, there are specific phrases that people are used to uttering during the act of intimacy. And these can range from sweet ones like "oh yeah, baby," to downright definitive versions that can change the direction of the act at times. Sometimes the sounds are purely biological. A neuroscientist, Barokomisaruk, says that sex sounds are a physiological response to exertion. Sometimes arousal and even pain can make people moan and scream. Sounds of lovemaking that you will otherwise hear when people are hurt. But when it comes to sex, these can heighten sexual satisfaction for the partners. According to psychologist Matt Secker, sexual sounds result from a blend of physiological factors like increased blood circulation, altered breathing, and muscle relaxation. Emotional and physiological factors like partner communication and pleasure also contribute. These sounds are seen as a normal and healthy expression that can enhance sexual harmony in relationships. With that being clear, let's now explore the variety of sounds people can make during the act. If you're already finding this topic interesting, leave a comment down there below and like this video. Let's roll. 20 types of lovemaking sounds people make. To help you interpret this unique foreign language, here's a fun guide to help translate those noises. Panting. Is this guy finishing a marathon race? Because that panting sounds like he's close to the finishing line. Maybe not that finish line just yet. But as his excitement escalates, so will his heart rate and rhythm, resulting in that panting noise that sounds like what your dog hears after a good fetch session. Gulping. Your partner may be so distracted by your beauty and desirability that they forget to swallow their saliva. Or they might just be taking a massive swig from that water bottle on the bedside table. Either way, the gulp isn't the sexiest sex noise, but necessary as long as they don't start choking on their saliva or water, which could be a real mood breaker. A series of grunts. While not the most beautiful of all the noises a man can make during sex, grunting is very common and animalistic. This means his climax is close. So, avoid saying, "Did someone just bring a pig into the room?" Or you may break his stride. Try viewing these grunts as proof of his mounting pleasure and not just barnyard sounds. It will enhance your own erotic experience, trust me. Rhythmic moaning. One of the loveliest female or male sex noises. Moaning, especially in a sustained rhythm, is a sign that your partner is floating on how lovely everything feels. You might synchronize your moaning with them to heighten your mutual pleasure. Be attentive to the cadence of the frequency of their moaning, as it will increase rapidly as they near the big O, giving you an idea of where they are in their pleasure trajectory. Laughter. Don't be insulted. Hearing your partner laugh is a good sign. It doesn't mean they just looked at your lower belly and flashed on Santa Claus. No, it is just a nervous system response that they are happy and enjoying his lovemaking session. People may tend to laugh during orgasm because certain brain areas are activated during sexual arousal, which can widen emotional responses. Orgasm is an intense physiological and emotional experience, and the endorphins the body releases during that experience and other happiness hormones can trigger spontaneous reactions like laughter, says psychologist Secker. The sharp yelp. A sudden sharp cry can be one of two things. Either this is their way of announcing that they are in the process of climaxing, or less fun, they have a painful cramp in their calf. You only know by what comes after the yelp, so stay tuned or look at his face. If they seem happy, it is orgasm. If they are wincing and tears form, start massaging their calf. Apart from the incredible sex sounds you can hear in the bedroom with a man, here are the top personalities you may encounter, depending on your man's type. The check-ins. Not an out-of-body noise, but a gentleman's way of taking your excitement temperature. Are you enjoying this? Would you like me to do more of this or less of that? You might find these male noises more appropriate for a business meeting. Still, they prove that your partner is a great communicator. Using ordinary language to assess your sexual satisfaction. Nothing wrong with that. This opens up the room dialogue to you, stating in simple language what you need to get to climax, rather than having to move their hands or moan in a certain way. The dirty talks. Some men and women need to talk like they're in a porn video to get themselves and their partner off, while they may be Shakespeare outside the moment, using only the most finest and acceptable language. They start talking like a foul-mouthed man once you get in between the sheets. Many women find this very exciting. Some find it a total turn-off. In any case, don't take offense at anything too risky that he might say. The dirty man has watched so much porn that this is his new native language, at least when having sex. Yeah, my sex goddess. The psychological impact of dirty talk during sex is quite diverse. Dirty talk can increase communication between partners, help express sexual desires more clearly, and make the sexual experience more exciting. Dirty talks can also break taboos, reduce feelings of embarrassment, and promote body positivity. Oh yes. Yes, yes, yes is Mr. Positive's mantra. This is a helpful partner as his affirmation will tell you that he wants you to continue whatever you are doing. Keep asking him questions like, do you like it when I do this? Should I do it faster? How about when I touch you here? As long as he keeps answering yes, 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 you know you're on the right track. The updates. A man who broadcasts will give you a play-by-play commentary on where he is as he climbs his path to the climax. You will hear, things are getting closer. I'm almost there. It's going to happen soon. And then the ultimate, I'm coming. The broadcaster needs to keep up a running narrative, which is undoubtedly helpful the first time you sleep together, but not necessary if you've made love with this guy for the past 10 years. Joyful screams. This is a tough call. Some men scream because they can't keep in their joy when they hit the big O. But others scream because you've just done something too painful for their sensitive joystick. Balls, nipples, or other erogenous zones. Sorry, but you have to ask your partner to give you more concrete feedback to decipher what this one means, not just scream. Whispers. This person doesn't like to shut up, but will not make much noise. These people will keep saying things like, you are so good, this feels so nice, or I love this. These people like to make feeble noises to the point that sometimes the other person involved in the session fails to understand what they are saying. These people like to keep it low when it comes to moaning, the sound of silence. These may sound boring, but some men enjoy sex so much that they don't want to utter a single word. They might kiss you harder to provide physical affirmation during sex by either putting their hands on your face, looking into your eyes, or through a smile. They want to express how they feel, but not through words. Husky romantic sounds. According to the studies, men find women with higher pitch attractive, and women find men with huskier voice more desirable. These men only talk in a husky voice during sex. Sometimes they do it to enhance the experience, saying things such as, how can you be so beautiful and bad? Or, you smell so good. Lovey-dovey phrases. Does it rain I love yous during sex with your partner? Some people consider sex a major way to express their love. They are always lovesick for you, and it continues in bed. They will keep telling you how much they love you during sex session. They won't talk about anything other than love. They keep telling you I love you if they don't run out of breath. Swear words. This one is tricky. These men are most likely to swear throughout the which can be a real turnoff. These men like to use swear words such as F word, oh sh, and etc. These people might focus on their pleasure only, as they get so excited during the process that they start swearing. The emotional cries. This one is rather emotional. Some people get overwhelmed by their pleasure during sex and cry out of happiness. These people are primarily emotional and say things like, "I can't believe it's happening," or "Isn't it the most beautiful experience in the world?" These people feel so thrilled that they sometimes cry after sex. Emotional cries during sex can be expression beyond physical intimacy, strengthen emotional bonds, and deepen the experience. These cries express emotional responses such as enthusiasm, pleasure, and realization. The important thing is that both partners are not offended by emotional expression and that these expressions are consensual. Questions, and more questions. Probably the most disliked category of people who moan or make sex noises. These people are constantly asking questions such as, "Are you loving this? Are you feeling alright? Or how would you like to do it?" The major problem with these people is that excessive question can spoil the mood, and they might get nothing out of a perfect intimate situation. Are you okay? The one category of people that tries to ensure you aren't hurt or in pain during sex. These people will keep asking you if anything makes you uncomfortable throughout the session, even at the steamiest time of the session. They will ask you things like, "Is it gentle? Or is it hurting?" Or something along these lines. These men or women sometimes fail to understand that breaking the rhythm of the sex to ask caring questions might ruin the whole mood. Competitive wordplay. You will find that these people make annoying noises during and after sex. With them, sex is even a competition. Their whole focus during sex sets on how good they are in the act. They will always make sure to tell you how amazing they have performed. It should not be considered in a relationship. But some men deliberately tell their partner how good they are to ensure their partner agrees with them. They want their partner to agree that they are the best out of the two. In conclusion, all of the aforementioned sounds that men make during sex or what they can say vary from person to person and situation to situation. Not every man has a specific sex sound, but all of them have a go-to sex personality. Sex noise or no sex noise, the most important thing is to have an excellent steamy session that makes you happy. The bonus point, the ones that forces you into confessions. They force you to say things that usually you may not say, or force you to agree to things even when you do not agree with the confessions they want you to make. They may say things like, "Tell me you love me. Tell me I'm the best." And you can imagine in a steamy session when the both of you are having fun. It's supposed to be rhythmic. And all of a sudden, these questions come out. In as much as you might be in love and in a relationship, you love each other. But that doesn't mean they will force you to tell them, "Tell me you love me. Tell me I'm the best. Tell me, tell me." But if it's someone you love, you can tell them, it boosts their ego. Or it's more like forcing you to say things you don't like saying. And here comes to the end of the video. Tell me weird sounds your man make during the moment, or weird things they say during the moment. I'm all curious and I want to learn, I want to hear. These are the ones I could come up with. Let me hear in the comment section. And do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like and share this video. I'm going to see you next time on the next one. Bye!